Heathrow traffic, Lord Express 6757, vacated, 09 left. His 731 Quebec, Summer Star left, runway 09 left, final base.
Jesus traffic, Lufthansa 9 to the 5, for laser, for runway 09 left. Please check.
To traffic, American 112, departure confirmation 5 Juliet, departure, climbing flight level 240.
The traffic 296 Golf, line up, line right, fly, November, Bravo.
Tom J, Golf Echo, thanks. Taxi straight ahead on Lima, left Romeo, Juliet, and hold at Juliet 4.
Straight ahead Lima, left on Romeo, continue on Juliet to Juliet 4, Tom Jet 8 Golf Echo.
Easy 1956, fully ready, taxi.
Express India 1845, runway 08 right, cleared to land, surface wind 010 degrees, 8 knots.
Clear to land, 08 right, Express India 1845.
Easy 1956, set your squawk please, and then taxi straight ahead, left Papa Juliet, hold at Juliet 4.
Sorry, also the score 0476, Lima Papa Juliet, Juliet 4, easy 1956.
Super 28 Kilo Golf, would you like Golf or hotel for departure?
We'll take a Golf if possible, Speedbird 28 Golf Kilo.
Super 28 Golf Kilo, roger. Behind this, landing Airbus A320 on a short final via Golf, line up 08 right behind.
Via Golf, line up and wait for me to correction 08 right behind Speedbird 28 Kilo Golf.
Boarding requested. Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to another episode of Microsoft Flight Sim. Today we are doing a flight from Gatwick, it's done 555 here at Gatwick, over to Frankfurt on the VATSIM network. We are in the EasyJet A319, as you can see. We're just getting set up as we speak. Just got passengers aboard now, got 144 passengers with us today.
Super 28 Kilo Golf, 08 right, clear for takeoff, 010 degrees at 8 knots.
Just about to get the MCD set up, and then we'll get on our way.
28 Kilo.
Flight number today is EZY.
India 1845, you can join Juliet via Quebec and parking stand number 145. Goodbye.
Passengers boarding started.
Let's take through the operational brief of this video. So as you see, we're cost index tonight of 39 and a flight level of 370. We're expecting runway 08 right for departure, Oddvic 2 Zulu departure.
Check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
5.9 tons of fuel on board. Gives us a takeoff weight of 61.3 and 58.5. We're expecting runway 25 right at Frankfurt. It's the first time that I'll be doing this flight, to be fair. So as you can see, we're tracking out of Gatwick. Let's put it back in night view a bit
Locking
there.
gear.
Tracking west out of Gatwick over Dover, flying over mainland France, over into Germany, and then we'll start our descent into Frankfurt. Flight times are around 1 hour 30 minutes, so let's carry on getting set up. So as I said, we've got a cosmetics of 39, and we've got a cruise level of 370.
May I see your boarding pass?
Let's go to the next page. Block fuel is at 5.9 tons.
Good
And we've got a
afternoon.
zero fuel weight of 55.6 and a trim of 25.5.
Good afternoon.
Valid inventory.
This way, please.
55.6 slash 25.6.
Good afternoon.
There we go. Take weight 60 at 1.3, which is what we got, and our landing weight should be 58.5.
Speedbird 28 Kilo Golf, contact Gatwick on 126825.
So let's have a quick look at
Take
our
85
performance.
to
May I see
8
your boarding pass?
Kilo Golf.
So performance today.
Hello.
Impacts on departure, we'll have a flaps 1 per Zeph. We'll just calculate that. I'll have a quick look at intersection data as well, because we can probably take a earlier intersection at Gatwick today. So if we plan for Golf 1, that would give us, so we'll plan for Golf 1. Gives us 138, and then we can let Tower know. 138,
Hello.
may allow us to jump the queue a little bit as well.
May I see your
Transition
boarding
over 6,000, flaps 1.
It's 19565, Juliet 108 right, cleared for takeoff. Surface wind 010 degrees at 8 knots.
Up 0.6.
Can you take off your right, easy 156?
pass? Hello.
So, departure today out of Gatwick, so we're expecting 08 right. Let's have a quick look to the ATIS, just make sure we're on the later 136525.
Gatwick Tower, easy 1123 with information Golf, type A320 Leo, stand 27, requesting clearance to De Gaulle is filed.
Good afternoon.
Just stand by a moment.
EIG8TR, transition level 75 ILS approach to be expected, Gatwick delivery, ground and tower are closed. ATC service continues on director frequency 126.825 when 010 at 8. Visibility 7 kilometers. Ceiling 1,800 broken. Temperature 13, 2.10. QNH 1004. Acknowledge receipt of information Charlie and for departures. Advise aircraft type on first contact. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Charlie. Gatwick 8 is Charlie 1550 Zulu. Z runway in use 0 EIG8TR. Transition level 75 ILS approach to be expected. Gatwick delivery, ground and tower are closed. ATC service continues on director frequency 126.825 when 010 at 8. Visibility 7 kilometers. Ceiling 1,800 broken. Temperature 13, 2.10. QNH 1004. Acknowledge receipt of information Charlie and for...
So I got a feeling that QNH is not quite right, so I'm just going to have a quick look. We'll have a quick gander on Navigraph just to see if the weather is correct. So well, that's got even different. The
Good afternoon.
1620 Zulu. So we've got 1005. We'll have a quick chat with Tower and see what they have to say.
Hello.
Oh, delivery is now online as well. 1201 and 955. We'll just speak to them then.
Easy 1 out of 56, contact Gatwick on 126.825. Goodbye.
Gatwick 12685, easy 156, cheers.
Hello.
121955. So they've just come online by the look of it.
Tomjet 8 Golf Echo, 8 right, cleared takeoff. The wind 010, 8 knots.
Clear takeoff 08 right, Tomjet 8 Golf Echo.
to pass Charles de Gaulle via the Seaford 4 Zulu departure, runway 08 right, squawk 1427.
Good afternoon.
So anyway, we'll carry on setting up the aircraft to the flight plan that we've been given, and then we'll go from there.
Easy 1123, clear to Charles de Gaulle via the SFD 4 Zulu. Could you repeat the squawk, please?
May I see your boarding pass?
Gatwick 2 Zulu.
Squawk 1427.
Expecting to...
Squawk 1427, thank you.
Easy 1123, read that correct. Information, Charlie current, QNH is 1... Correction, stand by for that QNH. QNH is 1004, apology.
So I think the ATIS has been set wrong by the sound of things. Right. So we're expecting 25 right.
This way, please.
Alice Yankee 25 right. The arrival that we're
Gatwick
expecting.
delivery, hello, airline 607 Yankee, correction, airline 606 Yankee at stand 2 with information Charlie on board, requesting clearance to Guernsey.
Airline 606 Yankee, Gatwick delivery, hello, clear to Guernsey via the Inver 1 Zulu departure, squawk 5660.
Hello.
Clear to Guernsey,
So
Inver
we'll
1
have a
Zulu departure,
chat.
squawk 5660, airline 606 Yankee.
See what sounds on our fuels on
Airline
board.
606 Yankee, read back correct. Information Charlie current QNH 1004.
Information Charlie and QNH 1004, airline 606 Yankee.
Hello.
Gatwick ground easy 1123 requesting push and start stand 27.
So we'll request our clearance now. We're still got passengers boarding, but we'll get them on the way. No one joined the live stream yet, though.
AD 1123, Roger stand 175, push side approved, facing south.
Push and start approved facing south.
So we will have a quick chat with ATC. Gatwick delivery, good afternoon. Easy 97s with you on stand 555. Type A319 with information Charlie requesting IFR to Frankfurt, please.
Easy 97 to stand by, I've just logged on.
Yeah, no worries, Easy 97. So then we're just waiting for...
Easy 97, roger. Stand number and aircraft type, please.
Stand number is 555 and we're at type A319. Information Charlie.
Easy 97, thank you. Cleared to Frankfurt, Gatwick 2 Zulu, squawk 6314.
Cleared to Frankfurt, Gatwick 2 Zulu, departure 6314, Easy 97.
Easy 97, your readback is correct. I believe the ATIS is information echo, but I will check that.
Let's have a quick look, see what the ATIS is saying. Still showing as echo, Charlie at the moment on here. I'm sure they'll let us know once we're ready. Yeah, we've got all passengers on board. We've got 117 out of 144 on board. Should be fairly nice. I think it's a little bit miserable over in Frankfurt, but not much we can do about that. I'm just going to have a quick look at the weather actually at Frankfurt just to see how we're looking there. Oh, I thought that was for me, but it's not. So 16 degrees there in Frankfurt. There's a few showers in the vicinity as well. Cloud seeding's 12,000 feet. Maybe a little bit misty. Nothing exciting there. QNH 1006 at the moment. So what we'll do is we will just tune the ground frequency, which is 121.805. My radio panel for some reason is playing up today, so going back the old way, say restarting the whole sim for it. A little bit annoying. 121.805. There we go. Right. So let's start the APU and get that running, and we'll get ready to push back from stand. I've got a few more passengers left to board. Corporate preparation, checklist skip, intercorporate removed, fuel quantity is 5.9
Yankee, stand 2, type 8076.
Seatbelts on, it is nav.
So who's that calling?
A-line 606 Yankee.
A-line 606 Yankee, thank you, hold position ground 121 decimal, stand by. 121980, sorry, 805.
121.805, A-line 606 Yankee, bye.
So let's just start in as we can hear now. Aircraft is loaded. Full start checklist, parking brakes are set. Takeoff speeds 138, 138, 142. And thrust is 68. Windows closed and a beacon can come on. AP is connected and ground power is disconnected. Gatwick delivery, Easy 97's ready for push stand 555.
Easy 907, hold position ground 121.805.
121.805, thanks, help out. Don't know what's happening there since the reset. 121.805. Gatwick ground, Easy 97, stand 555 is ready for push and start.
Easy 97, stand 555, position started approved, facing south.
Push start approved, facing south, Easy 97. So then, we'll get GSX ready, continue push back, and we want to be nose to the right, tail to the left. Nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes released, you're cleared to push.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Start sequence 2 then 1. Not sure why we haven't got any cabin announcements either, but there we go. So we'll tune the tower precinct at 124230, so that's ready. So engine 2 is available, starting engine 1. flight controls, 0.6 up. Flaps 1. Spoilers arm. Engine's coming online, so we can probably expect a taxi. Probably Quebec Alpha, Lima, and Sierra, I guess.
Please set parking brakes.
Brake set, you're clear to disconnect. Hope you can come off.
Good day, it is Q24 with you.
Flight control check. Pull up. Pull down. Neutral.
Easy 6, 3, 2, 4, Gatwick ground, hello, welcome to Gatwick.
All right.
Taxi,
Neutral. All right.
stand 5-2
left.
via Papa.
Neutral.
Stand 5-2 via Papa.
Unlocking gear.
After start checklist, anti-ice not required. In-calm status is check split trim, 0.6 up, and rudder trim is 0.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
That's your lights.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Airline 606 Yankee, ready for taxi.
Airline 606 Yankee, taxi holding point, Juliet 7, runway 08 right. Via Juliet Tango and 26 right.
Taxi holding point, Juliet 7 via Juliet Tango and 26 right. Airline 606 Yankee.
Ground Easy 97's ready for taxi.
Easy 907 Gatwick ground, hello, say again.
We're ready for taxi.
Easy 907 Roger, taxi Lima Romeo hold short Juliet.
Lima Romeo hold short Juliet Easy 97. So we can text out here, right, Lima Romeo hold short Juliet, cool. So slightly different route into the last few flights, so slight increase of thrust, just get us rolling. Taxi, checklist, flight controls, check, flight setting, config 1+F, radar predictive wind system on and auto, engine mode selector is a norm, and take off, no blue apart from the cabin. So we're not going to be this first right, we're going to go down to Lima and then turn right. Thanks for joining us. So just taxiing out, we're doing obviously a flight over to Frankfurt. Always does this when you're just about to turn, we're sure. So it's the second left onto Romeo. Hello, flight deck.
Ground at 446 with you, vacating Charlie Romeo.
Zap 446, Gatwick ground, hello, welcome to Gatwick. Taxi
left.
Taxi Alpha November, Papa hold short Juliet.
Alpha November, Papa hold short Juliet, Zap 446.
Once we move over to frequency, we need to change to 126825. They've been fairly nice flights, so we're about an hour, 1 hour 30 minutes, I think it's estimating. Oh, 1 hour 16. A little bit better than should have been. Any questions, don't forget to drop them in the chat. So then, see, we've got one video on at the moment, which is not many. Not bad for a new channel though. Taking its time. Like I said, I do this more for enjoyment than money, to be fair. So we'll just increase our thrust a little bit, just increase that taxi speed. And we've got to hold short of Juliet, so pretty much at the end here, we'll just hold short of Juliet.
446, taxi stand 33 right via Papa, Kilo, Alpha, and correction, Papa, Kilo, and Kilo Alpha.
Any
Look forward to the new throttles coming.
Pop on 27.
Yeah, no problem. Taxi stand 27 via Papa and Juliet.
Papa Juliet stand 27, there's 446, thanks.
So we'll just hold
Easy
position.
907 after the ATR 76 passes left to right on taxiway Juliet, continue taxi, holding point Juliet 4, runway 08 right via Juliet.
After the passing ATR left to right, continue to Juliet 4, easy 907. So just hold position here a second to wait for this ATR to pass us. Like I said, the model matching isn't great at the minute. I did try and just update it just before we start, but it takes so long.
Afternoon, Grand British Airbus 846 Tango stands 230, crossing pushing start.
Jamrock 846 Tango stand 230, pushing slides approved, facing south.
We're going to take a right turn now, all the way down to the bottom Juliet 4. We can take Golf, so once we go over the tower frequency, we'll advise them that we can take Golf. So, right, we'll continue taxi. So then, let's make a right turn now into Juliet. Increase that thrust a little bit. Hoping the performance sticks out okay today. Obviously, we're on the VATSIM network in the UK. Obviously we're going over to Frankfurt, which you've probably already gathered. We'll probably end up going over the tower frequency very shortly. And then we'll just tune in the Gatwick radar as well. So then it looks like London control is also online, so we'll see where we end up from that. Looks like that's taxiing with no engines on. But
A-line 606 Yankee, contact Gatwick Tower 124-4230, see ya.
124-230, A-line 606 Yankee.
Gatwick down to good day, easy 73 Delta Lima. Gate 103, Airbus A320 request Alpha clearance to Lima, India, Mike Foxtrot, triggering.
Juliet pause right at the top, so no, we'll continue taxi. That's partly my bad, that.
73 Delta Lima, contact Gatwick, delivery 121.955.
Contact Gatwick, delivery 121.955.
So obviously been given slightly different taxi instructions to ourselves. That's what confused me a little bit. Just get us rolling a little bit. Don't think we've got any traffic around us anyway. Like I say, I've not flown to Frankfurt before, so it could be an interesting experience. Flight time shouldn't be too bad, like I say. 1 hour 13 is what's scheduled. Depends on ACC, obviously.
Easy 97, contact Gatwick Tower 124.230, bye-bye.
124.230 is 97, thanks. Probably need to slow it down a little bit. 30 knots, taxi speed's a little bit quick. Bring it back down to 25. So, good evening, Easy 97's with you at Juliet 6.
97, hello. Are you able golf or hotel?
Yeah, we could take golf. We'd already planned for golf at Easy 97.
Easy 97, thanks. Take your next left then to hold at golf 1.
Next left, holding golf 1, Easy 97. Just we're tuning the other frequency in 12682. So Golf 1's here, just in front of us.
97 behind the defining ATR ahead of you via Golf, line up 08 right behind.
Line up behind the ATR via Golf 1, Easy 97. Right then. Line checklist, 08 right Golf 1. TCAS T8RA. Ooh. It's not, sometimes when you click in and move in, it really doesn't like it. T8RA, packs 1 and 2 are both on. Taxi lights can come off, and obviously we're gonna to make sure we so then make a left turn now.
East 97, I'm afraid it's another 20 seconds. The aircraft ahead's 1 minute speed gap, just due to the performance between you two aircraft.
Yeah, no worries, East 97, that's no problem.
A-line 606 Yankee, Gatwick 126825, goodbye.
126825, A-line 606 Yankee.
So then, let's get ready for departure.
East 97, 8 right, clear takeoff, 0109 knots.
Clear for takeoff, 08 right, Easy 97. Take off. And flex 68 SRS runway auto thrust is blue. No, slightly left. $100 knots. B1. Rotate.
97 Charlie, hello. Runway 08 right, you're now clear to land, 010 degrees.
Positive rates, clear. Enough. Following that nav line at the moment. First climb. Flap 0.
Easy 97, Gatwick 126825, bye.
126.825 Easy 97, bye, thanks Joe. So let's move over to
Speedbird 2 Whiskey Juliet, number 2, contact the tower, 124230, bye-bye. Speedbird 7 Whiskey Juliet, contact Gatwick Tower, 124230, bye-bye. 1230, apologies, bye.
7 GFA. It looks like you're climbing there. Are you okay to continue or do you want to go around?
AP1.
We'll continue for now. 0 to tower 2423, bye bye.
Gatwick, good evening, Easy 97's with you, passing 4,000 feet.
Easy 97, Gatwick director, hello. Climb now, flight level 100, there's no ATC speed restriction.
Climb now 100, no ATC speed restriction, Easy 97.
Cathay 68 Romeo, turn right, heading 330 degrees,
Climb
base
now 100, open climb, thrust
Right,
climb.
330 base load, Cathay 68 Romeo.
A-line 606 Yankee, no further ATC I'm afraid, over to advisory 122.8, bye bye.
122.8, Atlantic 6 Yankee,
Easy 26 Charlie Zulu, 40
Standard,
traffic miles for 08 right. 6,000 feet, QNH 1005.
6,1005 units, 26 Zulu and Mata copy.
Cathay 68 Romeo, continue the right turn, heading 050 degrees, cleared ILS 08 right.
Continue right 050, cleared ILS 08 right, Cathay 68 Romeo.
Easy 97, climb flight level 180.
180, Easy 97. 180 is that?
Easy 97, no further ATC I'm afraid, advisory 1228, bye bye.
1228, Easy 97, bye.
Easy 60 Yankee Zulu, descend flight level 80.
1180,
It's a shame there's no more ATC at the moment, but hopefully we'll have a look, see if there's any on the way.
Descend flight level 90.
There might be a little bit, never know.
Tom Jet 781, descend flight level 90.
10 flight level 90, Tom Jet 71.
Easy 97, climbing flight level 180, inbound Dover. So, see if there's any shortcuts that we can do on our routing out. Not really, to be fair, it's a fairly straight run. Like I say, it's not a long flight, it's estimated landing time 18:17, which isn't bad considering it took us a little while to get out to Gatwick. Landing lights can come off and we'll release the cabin, so seatbelts can come off. What can we see out of here today? Not much really. A little bit cloudy. There's a few showers at Frankfurt. Like I said, it's the first time flying into Frankfurt, so as I said, we're expecting ILS Zulu runway 25 right. They've got 3 runways there. The taxiing looks very interesting, especially if ATC's online. It could be quite interesting. Hope they are online. Obviously, it makes for a slightly better stream when we have VATSIM online. So, just going to try and have a quick look, see if we're going to come into any contact with any other traffic or ATC on our way. So at the minute there's nothing major on. There's a little bit in the Netherlands, but obviously we're not routing that direction. Just trying to have a quick look for Frankfurt, see if there's anything in the Frankfurt area. No, unfortunately there's no ATC at the moment at Frankfurt. There's a lot of aircraft going there though. So the chances are we may get some ATC come online. Climbing flight 180, so we're going to go to our cruise now of 370. So we're going managed. Just trying to work out what's going on with these couple of two aircraft following each other quite closely. They're well away from us though at the moment, so we're all good. So it's a fairly straight run for us really. So like I said, I'll take you a little bit over our routing into Frankfurt, so I'll just pop that up now so you can see what's going on. So as you can see with Frankfurt, so we're basically going across the English Channel over Dover and into France, and basically tracking all the way back to Germany. Obviously Frankfurt's the sort of northern Germany, and this is sort of our routing, and so we're going to be following this, following the Incom 1 Bravo arrival into Frankfurt, and then we'll be making a left-hand turn for Delta Foxtrot 426, and then it's pretty much straight into 25 right. As you can see, it's quite a big airport. There's a lot of aircraft about as well, especially with no ATC online. Could be quite interesting. Probably estimate that we'll try and come off it probably at Papa 16, and then basically follow Papa 1 all the way down, and main terminal sort of buildings over this side as well. So chances are we'll probably just continue along November, and then into one of the, probably into Terminal 1. Obviously if it's ATC online, that'll make things a little bit easier because they'll be able to tell us where we are off to, but we shall see how we get on with that. So our sort of decision heights, let's have a quick look. Where are we? Next chart. So decision height depends on what category we're doing. Should be fine for a Cat A, to be fair. Yeah, we'll just do a Cat 2 and 483, which we'll have a look a little bit closer whereabouts we need to be going. Have a quick look down there as well at our, let's see when we start at the top of descent. So we're not actually flying for that long forward, we're starting to descend. Quite a gentle climb by the look of it. See, yeah, it's fairly steady descent. So we'll just clear that discontinuity if it will let us. If it won't, which it's not going to, we'll just go direct onto it. So up towards 370, which is obviously what we've requested. We'll also have a quick look at the ATIS at Frankfurt, see what we got going on there. Whether ATIS is available, we'll have a look. So it's Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot. Arrival. We'll just see if we get anything back from that. So no ATIS information available. In that case, we will do a weather request. EDDF. I'll just send that. Weather data, right. So, wind's currently 200 at 4 knots. Got rain in the vicinity and showers in the vicinity. Broken at 4,400 feet. 16 degrees Celsius and QNH 1006. So what we can do is we can pop that into our descent and approach box. We can at least get that prepared so it's all ready, raring to go. So like we said, QNH is a 1006. Temperature 16 degrees Celsius. Wind is currently 200 at 4 knots. Transition level, we'll leave it as it is. I'm not sure what that would be, but so, and 483 barrow, which gives us a approach speed of 130 and a VLS speed of 125. welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us. So we're just around at 27,000 feet, not too far now really. Just over the English Channel. We've got 360 miles left to run. Wasn't a bad little departure out, to be fair. Obviously we need to keep our eyes peeled to see if there is any ATC that comes online. I'm not feeling very hopeful though, if I'm honest. But we'll see what happens once we start our descent into Frankfurt. So I've got the Aerosoft Frankfurt scenery. I'm sure it's from Aerosoft, which is 2024 compatible. I think it's been updated to support the new 2024 version. It looks like a bit of a nightmare in the fact that there's just there's 3 runways to pick from. Well, actually there's 4 runways. There's another shorter runway as well. Obviously it's one of the biggest airports in Germany. In fact, I think it is the biggest in Germany. Like I said, I've never flown it before. Obviously, if we need to divert, Dusseldorf is our alternate, which ironically has ATC online. When I looked earlier, there was ATC online, but clearly that's changed since setting the stream up. For those of you that are quite new to the channel, so we've got some new throttles, the VATSIM throttles coming. Hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks they should be here. Obviously they come from Canada, I think they come from, so quite a journey to come. And if you go onto VATSIM at the minute, they've got, I think it's 20% off all their throttles at the moment. It's definitely worth checking out when you get 5 minutes. And as usual, obviously we're using the Wing products, the FCU, EFIS, and also the MCDU as well. It'd be nice if there was this left glare shield that's here. It'd be quite nice, that would really. For some reason the cabin announcements aren't working today. I don't know what's going on with them. I feel like it's... So when I first started the sim, it did crash on the first time. It's the first time I've ever had it crash on me. But I think it was because I was trying to do about 10 things in one go. So... We was trying to get the model matching updated as well for this stream, but unfortunately it was taking too long to get it done. It can take like an hour to do the model matching sometimes for it all to download, which is crazy because it's only like a gigabyte, but it's just, this seems to be the way it installs it. It just seems to take forever. Obviously if you have any recommendations of other flights, anywhere else you want to go, feel free to drop them in the comments. Like I say, we are trying to get the channel a little bit more popular than it is at the moment. Don't have many subscribers at all. Hopefully we'll do a review once we get these new throttles as well. There's not many reviews for VATSIM products. There's one review for the A350 one that's come out, but not for the newer version of the throttles that have come out. They are quite expensive though, if I'm honest. I've been using the Bravo throttle quadrant, just the standard ones, for years. Seem to be doing the job well, but... Like I said, there's not much to the routing really. It's a fairly straight route if we sort of show you as we come across. We're only about 122 miles until we're at the top of descent, and then figured Sunday might be a slightly better day for streaming, but to be honest, I think it's just the lack of viewers. Certainly certainly affecting things. Don't forget to like and subscribe to EasyJet Sim Pilot. There's a chap that I follow quite closely, to be honest. Does some amazing content, same as Simhanger. They both do very well. Hope you can all hear me well in the stream and it's all working as it should do. Obviously I'm quite new to streaming, not done it for very long, so it's been a bit of a learning curve working out how to set everything up, to be honest. For those of you that don't know, we use Streamlabs. That's what the software that we use. It's brilliant, to be fair, because it allows me to, it's quite hassle free, which is what you need for flight sim. You don't need everything else on top of what you've already got. Hi Gareth, yeah, I noticed you subscribed yesterday. Hope you're enjoying following us on our little journey. Like I say, it's only to Frankfurt, so we're not going too far. It's the first time I've flown using this scenery, so I'm just praying it's not too stuttery when we start landing. Obviously, because with everything being streamed now, I must admit I'm not a big fan of the streaming side of things with flight sim. I'm quite a big believer, especially for airports. I think they should all be locally stored. Fair enough, when you're in the air like this, streaming's perfect, but for local airports I don't feel it's very good. Oh, nice to see you, Gareth. Yeah, you got a new PC. To be honest, it's pretty much a ongoing process upgrading things to the PC. Are you quite new to PC then, or is it just since the new Sims come out, or have you been flight sim for quite a while? The sort of spec that I run, just so you know, mine's probably a little bit outdated now, to be fair. We use the Ryzen 7 3800X 3D, which pretty much is a very good chip for flight sim, to be honest. Also using the GTX 2070 Super. Ah, so you've had it for Xbox, yeah. It is very restrictive, very, very restrictive. I must admit, I've not had an Xbox for quite a while. Probably the last time I played Xbox was probably for Call of Duty rather than flight sim. I've always used flight sim on the PC. And don't get me wrong, it's quite good that Xbox does have flight sim now. It certainly opens it up to a lot more people, but I don't think it's the same experience as what you get on PC. Oh, lovely. Lovely spec, really. When you say the 9070, is that a AMD GPU or is it a NVIDIA GPU? It's the best thing. Call of Duty and flight sim together. It's all right. Yeah, I had a feeling that was probably an AMD card, because I must admit I've never really had an AMD graphics card, and I did have a look at getting the top spec one that AMD do. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Just mainly because of the price, really. The price is so much cheaper. The only thing is, like, with the AMD cards, with the NVIDIA cards, they do support flight sim really, really well. I think you'll be fine with it, though. I think you'll be absolutely fine. Does it seem to run okay on your new system? Are you sort of using Phoenix with it as well, or is it just, are you just using the basic sort of flight sim models at the minute? To be fair, there's nothing wrong with using the basic models, especially if you're quite new to flight sim. But the experience is a lot better on PC, I would say. Hell of a lot better. We've got an aircraft in front of us. 3,000 feet below us. It's only about, well, it's just short of 7 miles away from us. I'm surprised that we can't see him, to be honest. He's only 3,000 feet below us. It's a good chance we'll probably see him shortly. Let's have a quick look, see if we can spot him anywhere. To be honest, the models are quite hard to find on here. Have you ever been on VATSIM or anything, Gareth, though? Because I must admit, the thing that makes this sim the best is things like Phoenix. I know Phoenix have had a lot of stick recently, especially since the A350's come out. because they haven't actually updated. This plane's not been updated for Flight Sim 2024 yet. It's only been updated just to basic compatibility. We've not had any updates in ages from Phoenix. Not sure what the reason is beyond that, but normally they do quite small updates, and then when they do a big update, there's huge changes. But it's such a good aircraft. Even converting from Flight Sim 2020 to 2024, it runs really well. I must admit, I thought I made the biggest mistake when 2024 first came out. It took me nearly a week to install it with all the teething problems, but it seems to work alright. It seems to run okay. Don't seem to have many issues. When you see me jumping about a little bit on the stream, it's just because I'm using the mouse. I'm hoping maybe to get Tobii eye tracking at some point. That would be pretty neat. But there's certainly a few more things I want to do before then. Oh, let's catch up on the chat. Ah, so you got the Phoenix the other day? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough with VATSIM. It took me quite a long while to basically get the confidence to go on VATSIM. In the end, you just got to go with it. You tend to learn a lot just sort of flying. And if you're not sure, sometimes if I'm not sure of something, I'll just message the controller privately, just say I'm not sure. Yeah, it's good to get in the Phoenix though. I personally think it's better than the Unibuilds A350. I think the A350, the problem with it is, for me, I like doing fairly short flights, whereas obviously the A350 is designed for long haul flights. And it looks good, don't get me wrong, it looks really, really nice and it works really well. I just don't think it's at the same level, especially with system spec. Like this aircraft pretty much operates exactly the same as everything. If you want something to trip out, you've got all the buttons to make things trip out if you wish. I think they could do a lot better with the failure modelling with the Phoenix, and maybe that's what will come. Yeah, I'm the same. I prefer short hops. It was a while I was just flying in the UK. I didn't really fly anywhere else, and I thought I've got to have to venture a little bit further out because the videos get a bit samey as well, especially if you followed me for a little while. I did have another channel before this one. Wasn't, to be fair, this one's more popular than the other one, thanks mostly to my wing video, really. That seems to be the thing that's done it. Like I say, I'm just getting used to streaming. Ah, so smooth head tracking. Yeah, I've come across it. So is smooth head tracking basically where you use a webcam? Or you can use a phone or your webcam, I think, can't you? To basically track your movement. I have used it, and I did really like it. It's just a bit of a pain to set up, if I'm honest. Yeah, I thought I've definitely come across it before. Thanks for joining us though, Gareth, I really appreciate it. I must admit, this is the second live stream we've done now. I must admit I didn't really get anyone join us. I had about one comment I think on the last one, so I felt like I was a little bit by myself. But it's nice because we get to speak to other people as well, find out what their experience is. One thing I do really wish that they would do with this sim is bring out shared cockpit, so we could basically fly together. It'd be awesome if they did do that. There used to be third parties in the old sim that did it, but they didn't do it very well, especially with add-on aircraft like this. But I think it'd be a lot better if we could do it. So we're nearly at our halfway point of the flight. As you can see, just in under, that's what ETP stands for. It's sort of like the midpoint. And we're only 60 miles off starting our descent. I do apologise if this, when we get down at Frankfurt, if I get a bit lost or crash into things, because I'm really not used to flying. Like I said, I've never flown to Frankfurt, so it could be quite interesting. Have you done flight sim for long then, Gareth, or is it quite a new thing for you to do, basically? I find it difficult because this isn't my only thing that I do either, so I quite, like I say, I do play on the PC a little bit. I probably should do more videos, to be honest, than what I do. But I'm also a student at university at the minute, so that makes things even harder. And also I work full time as well, so I'm on like a apprenticeship degree at the moment. So when I'm not at uni, I'm at work, and when I'm in the next few weeks, I've got some exams coming up, so I've got some annual leave booked, so hopefully we'll get quite a few flights in over these next few weeks. Yeah, I'm interested to know, Gareth, are you quite new to flight sim then, or is it something that you've done for quite a while? I've flown flight sim for about 15 years, 16 years, something like that. Probably since I was about 10 years old, 12 years old. I must admit I'm a little bit better these days than I was back then. That is what it is. Right guys, I'll be back in about 1 minute. I'm just going to get a drink, and I'll be back in a minute. I think guys, we're all back again. Let's just catch up on the chat with Gareth. A couple of years, fair enough, yeah. Oh, so you're in the pre-order queue for the Wingwing. It's definitely worth the money, that's one thing I'll tell you. Are you looking at ordering it though from the UK store or from the China store? Reason why I say that is because so I ordered the MCDU that came from China, but I thought I'd have to pay import duty on it. Turns out I didn't have to pay anything on it. The only downside is you have to pay for delivery, so it costs you a little bit more. So I got mine within the launch. Don't get me wrong, the launch was a nightmare for it, of the pre-release. Absolute nightmare. I didn't think I'd secured it, if I'm honest, and then so I emailed the support and I was like, I'm a bit confused about all this, and they said, oh no, you have got it, it's sat there waiting for you to pay. So like you pre-order it, then you pay for it, and if you want the clamp for it, because it doesn't come with the desk mount clamp, if you want the desk mount clamp, a cheeky little way of doing it, which is what I did, is you can't order the single one on its own, but you can order the 3 set. So I literally got the 3 set, put them on eBay for more than the price that they are, and basically made all my money back selling the other 2, and it came within days. Literally, it was here. I think that one came from the UK store and it was here within about 3 days of me ordering it, which was quite good. I definitely recommend getting the FCU and the EFIS as well. Maybe not the EFIS quite so much, you can live without that, but especially if you're looking at going on to VATSIM and stuff, the FCU is definitely worthwhile. The autopilot panel is definitely worth it. So then we're going to be starting our descent shortly. That's me 290 is what we're going to be, so I'm just going to preempt that and pop that in. Just catching up on the little bits of the chat. Yeah, no, I was quite surprised to actually make money. To be honest, I was quite happy to sell it for like the price that it should be. So I just thought I'd try it. I put it on there, and literally within 2 days, both of them had sold. I couldn't believe it, if I'm honest, and I thought, wow, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, definitely jump into VATSIM if you feel confident. What the most important thing to do is make sure you're comfortable flying the plane. Just out of interest, do you use Navigraph for charts or anything? Because like I know there's quite a few options out there now. There never used to be many options at all. It used to just be Navigraph or nothing really. I personally use Navigraph. I've subscribed to them for years, and I absolutely love their charts, especially since they updated the new app. It's a lot better than it was. So I can't see any ATC on there, which is a bit of a shame, but to be honest, that might be a bit of a saving grace as well. Like I say, we're about to start our descent in about 10 miles. We've got constraints on anyway, so like I say, it's a fairly steady descent, to be honest, into Frankfurt. Got 207 miles left. Yeah, I definitely recommend getting the FCU, 100%. Yeah, sometimes jumping in the deep end is not a bad way to learn. It's not as scary as you think, really. Most important thing to do is, if you're unsure of an instruction, is just come to a stop. I don't know if you were with us in the stream, Gareth, to be fair, but I wasn't too sure which taxiway I was going on to coming out of Gatwick. Bear in mind, I've flown out of Gatwick God knows how many times, and for some reason I thought I'd misread the instruction, but it turns out I hadn't misread the instruction at all. It was just the other aircraft was given a different instruction to me. Volanta. I've not come across it. Okay. Fair enough. Integrated systems. I've never come across that before, if I'm honest. You learn something new every day. What do you use to sort of plan your flights? Do you use SimBrief or? So I always find SimBrief is the way forward, really. Especially for the Phoenix, because it just integrates natively. It makes things a lot easier, and it's free as well. You don't have to pay for SimBrief. It's just Navigraph that you have to pay for. There we go. Too busy chatting. I forgot that we got a descender. Right, that's fine. So it's the same. We need a little bit more drag. I suppose we can put some spoilers out. Slow us down a little bit. Shouldn't really be using spoilers at 36,000 feet, but there we go. So streams. Chances are, Gareth, probably tomorrow night. Probably 7 o'clock maybe. Shame you have to dash off. You could, but you can always watch the stream back anyway. It will take I don't know how long it takes to upload properly to YouTube, but it seems to take, yesterday it seemed to take most of the day before it actually uploaded to YouTube properly. Though saying that, I think you can watch the stream back. It's difficult to say, but yeah, if you want to watch the rest of it, feel free. Thanks for chatting anyway. It certainly makes a little bit more interesting than just listening to my own voice. Obviously, if you have any questions, Gareth, feel free to drop us a message, especially if it's something you're not sure of with the flight sim, or if you're not sure about some scenery or anything, just drop us a message in one of the comments on one of the videos or whatever, and we can come and sort some stuff out. If you want a specific video as well, just let us know. I'm sure we can sort it out. Yeah, no, it's hopefully I'll be able to answer the question. I might not be able to though. It depends how technical it is. Like I said, I'm not a real world pilot. It's just nice to do something a bit different. But there's not many things I don't know. And to be honest, there's people I can ask if you're not sure or if I'm not sure. But yeah, thanks for joining us. And we'll see you in the next bit. So then we're just starting our descent now. Say 29,000 at the minute. So having a quick look to see where we need to be afterwards. 20. So we do 27,000. It will just in manage mode, and it'll just descend us how we need to be. Like I say, we're expecting 25 right still. Just going to have a quick look at another 80 since, well, I don't think it's going to be 80s, but I'm just going to get another weather update just to make sure there's been no significant changes. So we're going to the VATSIM menu, AOC, and into weather. See you later, Gareth. EG, no, not EG. Where are we flying to? Forgotten. EDF. Meta, yes, and send. Go back, and we'll receive the messages. We'll wait to see what we get given. So we're going to see if there's any significant change to the last one. So we've lost 2 degrees, QNH still 1006. So we've still got rain showers. Speed, the wind's changed direction slightly, so we'll just go in and insert that now. We're just descending now, 210. Let's just have a quick gander now. So then, ATC performance page, and then we want to be onto the approach page. The QNH still 1006, temperature is now 14 degrees Celsius, wind is now 300 at 10 knots. So the wind's increased a little bit. And that is about the only change really. A little bit more breezy than it was. And we still could expect some rain as well. So call zero we should be at 250. And then incom we want to be at 230. What we're doing, we go 220 and that should compute us correctly. So we'll have a good look at our landing performance as well, just to see what we need to do with our landing performance. 25 right. 300 at 10 knots, 14 degrees, QNH 106. Have a quick look at our landing weight. So we can look at our sim brief profile for our landing weight. 58.5 tons. Max idle. We'll probably go auto brake medium and see if we. Actually, no. Yeah, let's go auto brake medium, and we'll see if we can come off that earlier exits. So we're just starting at the star now. Let me just show you one here. As you can see, we're just starting the star now. Initially between 210 and 240. Guessing that's because there's some. Then basically we started descent down, and we track pretty much past the airport, and then back on ourselves. Let's see, we got broken clouds at the minute, so nothing too drastic. So nice to have someone to talk to be fair. Especially someone that's a little bit new to flight sim. Because it is quite daunting, especially you get a big sophisticated plane like this. It's so daunting. And obviously I know, Gareth, you'll probably watch this back to some extent. If you wonder how I get my ATISs printed up and I know what they are, it's because I've got basically it's a receipt printer, but it works perfectly and it works natively as well. So you just install it, tell Flight Sim that's, or tell Phoenix that's what you want to do with it, and it'll print off for you. So I'm going to do another quick check just to see if there's any ACC online. There may not be, I don't know. If there is, there is. If there isn't, there isn't. There's a lot of planes inbound to Frankfurt though. Just trying to see whereabouts we are on the map at the minute. Yeah, a lot of aircraft coming into Frankfurt now. It's probably about 15 or so on the ground there. We'll see how we get going. Still no ATC online there, so there we go with that. I've been a bit lax again and noticed that we've not gone past that step climb, so descending again now, which means it's probably going to be a bit of a steep descent. Let's just bring a little bit of spoilers out, try and control that speed a little bit. So we're not far into starting our descent now anyway. So flight number 130, not going to be too long now, so we'll get down the ground. Got some wind turbines that we can see in the distance. That seems to think we'll make it. 130. Just gonna have a quick look to see if there's any speed restrictions on the way in on the charts. So yeah, 250 knots, and then pretty much as we need to go. So I think let's get the cabin secure for landing. So we'll put the seatbelt signs on. It's not going to be that long now until we're on our way. Apologies, I didn't realise I'd left this open. Hopefully I didn't leave it on there for too long. We've got another aircraft coming ahead of us, 20 miles. Should be well out of our way by the time we get up there. Obviously we'll for some reason the online networks is not working tonight with Navigraph. I'm not sure why. Sounds like a Navigraph issue to me. So we're at 130 now. And the aircraft just off the left side somewhere. Hopefully the weather will be nice and we can do a manual landing. It'd be quite nice, to be honest. What's going on with the sound though? Occasionally it just jumps. I'm not quite sure why. So we're about to hit altitude constraint. Hot start. Flight level 80 is blue. Just trying to see where. So that's not correct where we should be at. Let's have a quick look. Our approaching 130 there. 5,000 is our when we intercept that. So minus 400 should get us about in the right place that we need to be at. So we need to be roughly about 10,000 feet at Golf 09, so, or 9,000 feet at Golf 609, so yeah, there you go, it'll be about perfect. So we'll just do a quick announcement to the traffic. Frankfurt traffic EZ97 is inbound, expecting ILS Zulu 25 right, in Cobb 1 Bravo arrival. The runway is just over to our left hand side. Hopefully we'll probably see the airport as we start descending anyway. Just keep looking to see if there's any ATC online, which there isn't at the moment. Just a little bit of a shame, but there we go. So 12,000 feet, I'll still get the landing lights on shortly. As we're below flight level 100. The Navigraph VATSIM plug-in thing seems to be working now, so we can see what other aircraft are about. So where are we at the moment?
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 952 is maximum currently 4, runway 25 November 7 Frankfurt traffic.
As far as I'm aware, it should be 25 right that we are using. That's so there's the foot of the runway.
Ryanair 1173, taxi into stand Charlie 5 by Papa Whiskey November 3.
So because we are pretty much going with the flow, I think, so there you go, there's the airport, it's just there to the right, look. I think we can probably pre-select our stand. So I think we'll go Bravo 24 if we can. See if it will let us do it. Might not let us. Yeah, not yet. It's just because of the flight level we're at. So once we're under flight level 100, we can then select our gate for arrival. I think we'll go with stand 24, I think it's going to be the plan. Oh, the traffic's disappeared off here again now. Oh well. So at 612, we will be at roughly 8,000, which is basically where we need to be at. Approaching flight level 100. Right with the landing system as well. Landing lights. Looks a little bit wet in places. I think we're going to get a little bit of rain on our way down. Let's just see how we go. Everything seems fairly stable at the moment though. So now we're, well, we're not quite below 100, but 100. So VOR1 selected. This is the airport down here to our left hand side somewhere. I didn't see it to be fair. Oh, it's just here, look. And there's the airport that we've got in sight. A little bit of a shower. The transition over 5,500, I believe. We can go to local QNH whenever we like, really. So once we start our intercept point, DF426. So we're just getting the direct ready, so if you look down here, we're just getting on the direct, so 426. So we won't be doing that right now. So we're ready with that. So we'll start reducing our speed back shortly. There is the airport. I don't know if you can see any aircraft down there or not. It's looking a little bit more juddery now. We're flying near Frankfurt, which is probably, like I say, we've not flown there before, so it's not been pre-cached from previous place we've been. So hopefully we get Toby eye tracker at some point and make things a little bit better. So 426, we want altitude, we need to be up for the 46 is.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 952, departure runway 257 for Frankfurt traffic.
So we've got 2 runways in operation with the sound of it. We're going to hold at 8,000. Don't know if I've misread the charts, but I don't think I have, because 130, I think something's gone wrong with the... if you look down here on the MCDU, it seems to think we should fly level 200 still. But that's definitely not right. So we'll follow our instincts and go with it. We'll see something to do with Frankfurt area on the left there. It's glowing. Trying to see if we've got any other aircraft in the vicinity. Nothing on the radar at the moment. Outstar. But there's not much but to shorten this a little bit, we could probably, once we get a little bit further ahead, the other side of the river here, realistically we could probably make a left-hand turn. But we'll see how we go. We'll probably need to reduce our speed back a little bit as well. We'll make sure we're at a point where we're clear of the runway. Frankfurt traffic easy 97s. Turning left, Delta Foxtrot 2423 for base at runway 25 right. Turn left now. Turn left. Around 360, I'd say, roughly. Ideally, what we want to do is we're looking for GF 480. There you go. So, landing system was on and approach is on. Approach checklist, Barrack 1006. Seatbelt on, minimums at 483. Auto brake medium. Engine mode selector null. So we'll bring our speed back as well. So once that speed comes down a bit, lock star check. So AP1, AP2 and approach is armed. Let's see, this will get us onto track hopefully for the right hand side runway. Going to bring a little bit of spoilers out and just increase our descent rate. So I think we're probably flown through the localizer. We're saying 5,000 here, so as we're trying to achieve 5,000 where we need to be. Runway's in sight. Got a lovely view over Frankfurt as well by the look of things.
vill jag tillbaka till flaggsystemet i stationen. Inför någon?
Ja, jag kan inte... Ja. Är det mat nu?
Lite slutet då, 5 minuter.
Okej.
So we're out to start at the moment. See what's... Obviously flaps 1. There you go, glide slope's coming in now. Just arm the spoilers. Glide slope star. And descent. So we reduce speed now 160 knots to for the well, we're still at about 10 miles, haven't we? So it's 180 knots for now. Let's see how we go there. Frankfurt traffic, easy 97 is established, runway 25 right. Got some lovely buildings over on the right hand side here as well. Let's just see how it performs. We'll stay established at the minute, then we'll go manual flight when we get a little bit closer. This is an airport we've not been to before. It's lovely bridges though, if you look over on that right hand side, just the... It's like quite a pretty little city to be fair. So we got rid of a few minutes, we thought the flight time was going to be about 6:15, but it's going to be about 11 minutes past 6 now according to this. We need to try and bring this speed back a touch more if we can. So we're going to bring a little bit of speed brake out. Just try and bring that speed back a touch. We got about 8 miles now to the threshold.
2,500.
Get down. That landing gear will make a big difference. So flaps 2. That should help us bring our speed down a little bit. Flaps 3.
2,000.
Checked. Flaps. So 5 miles from the thresholds, manage speed. Landing checklists, go around altitude set at 5,000 feet. Cabin crew revised, eco memo, landing no blue. Manual flight. Cat 1. Hopefully we won't need to do too much with the... Just need to bring the nose back a touch.
Frankfurt traffic, Condor 56 Charlie, taxiing to runway 25 left via November 3, November Blue, Tango, holding point November 4 and November 3.
Frankfurt traffic, easy 97 short finals at runway 25 right. So we're a little bit to the left of the runway, so we need to just come to the right hand side a touch. Scared on that.
Frankfurt traffic, Kingston 1, Victor 2, Victor November, pushing back, Victor 117.
They're at minimum approach speed. It's a little bit jittery in places. Like I say that because there's been no pre-caching here before. And obviously it's quite a beefy airport as well. One thing I realise we haven't done is we haven't set up our stand, so we'll do that once we've landed.
500.
Especially with an airport we're not used to, we'll stable. So a little bit to the left now, there we go, let's fly down.
400.
Bring that nose to the right a little bit and down a little bit.
300. 200.
Well, the touchdown zone in
Frankfurt traffic Gatwick 8744 crossing runway 25 center via Mike 10.
Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30.
Power off.
20.
Flare.
Retard. Drive.
Spoilers. Reverse is green. Decel. Auto brake medium. Auto brake disconnects and vacating left. Landing lots off, flaps retract, slots retract. Private traffic, Easy 97's vacated, left, Robbie 25, right is now clear. The winches system is off after landing checklist is completed. So we're just, like I say, we're just coming to a stop briefly, just to work out.
Traffic Gatwick 744 out of runway 25 center, now taking Lima and November 3 to stand Bravo for 6.
So we're just going to come to a stop here a minute, just going to establish our routing. So we're going to be stand Alpha 24 Papa 1. November North. Yeah, I'm just planning this as we speak. Pop the AP one as well whilst we're at it. November. November 8, November 7. So it's quite a long taxi out. We'll just start that taxi process now. So we know where we're off to. Frankfurt traffic, Easy 97 is taxiing to stand Alpha 24 via Papa 1, North November, North, North 8 and North 7, Easy 97. So then, we'll just make sure we've had 2 minutes the engines to cool down. I know we've probably had a minute of that already. But now we'll just have a nice steady taxi. Just have a quick look at our wheels as well, just to see how warm they are. Yeah, they're in the green, so we don't need any.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 2 Victor November taxiway Lima, Lima 1 for runway 25 center.
So then, says. Seems to be a bit of an issue here, unless I'm seeing things. It's like a big block of scenery. We shall see what happens with this big block of scenery. Hopefully nothing. Slight issue with that. So that's an issue with the scenery, not with me. Question is there a way around it? Just see if we can come back a little bit and try and work our way around. It'd be a shame if that is the case. Don't know why that's occurred. Never known it's been an issue before. So let's just try and...
Traffic Condor 56 Charlie, lining up runway 25 left.
So we're just trying to taxi around it. Apologies, it's not the most impressive. At least you guys didn't see that because...
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 2 weeks for November, lining up 25 center.
For traffic 223 November, line S25 left, now swing over to 25 center, 7 miles out.
So it's not going to look very realistic this bit, but we'll see how we go with it. Praying it doesn't detect a crash. So then, we're back where we should be. I need to have a look at that to see why that's occurring, because that should not be happening.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 9 Delta Delta, stand Alpha 21, pushback.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 2 Victor, November, departing 25 center.
That could be a problem for us departing.
For traffic 233 Delta November, now in swing 25 center, 5.0 miles out.
Frankfurt traffic Condor 56 Charlie, departing from runway 25 left.
So we pretty much taxi straight ahead, then round to the right. To the north, on November North. Just bring the nose round to the left. Wasn't a bad little landing, to be fair. Certainly smoother than some that I've done. And there's another aircraft just departing, as you can see. Oh, they're both departing up. Unusual to see that. They've got 20 knot taxi speed, which we need to slow that down a touch, because otherwise we're not going to make it round here. So bring it back to about 13, 12 knots, something like that. Just bring the thrust back to idle. To go right into November. And pretty much a long taxi from November all the way down to basically where we're parking. Got a couple of turns, but could have an aircraft in the way. That's something we're just going to have to be a little bit cautious of, and we may have to stand by for them. November 2. So we go November 24. November 2, Alpha 2 1, sorry. So, oh no, that'll be fine. It's not going to have a problem with us. I don't think. We'll just double check before we make that turn. If so, there's ways around it. We can hold position on November Blue, need be. Aussie GSX is waiting for us, so keep on that centre line a bit. The scenery looks lovely though, to be fair. It's absolutely lovely. And same as the inner builds, Heathrow, that also looks very nice. So it seems to perform quite well. It's looking pretty good. Certainly a lot better than the scenery used to be. I don't think it likes this reflectiveness too much though. Continue on to November. Just need to bring that speed back, so we're nearly doing 30 knots on our taxi speed. Don't really want to get any quicker than that. 25 knots is usually the optimal. We just need to clarify. We can go single engine taxi procedure, so engine 1 can come off. It's got the APU running as well.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 4 Mike Foxtrot taxiing by November 7, November Lima 5, runway 257 to Frankfurt.
Frankfurt traffic easy 97. In that case, we'll take November 8 and then follow November 8 blue to standard. So that aircraft's going to basically take down November 7, which is where I want it to be. So
Frankfurt traffic, Oscar Queen, November Kilo, taxing runway 18, Yankee 7, Yankee 5, Sierra, Frankfurt.
So we're going to take this first left. You can see the other aircraft coming around now. Shouldn't have any conflict though. So it's alright, we'll take November 8 then November 7 for stand 24. So we're in single engine operation now as well, so just need to keep that speed up now as well. Shouldn't have any major issues with we used to come around here, we're going to go around there. Not very often you come to park down there next to another aircraft. Nice to see though. So I hope we'll get the model matching working a little bit better. So we're going to follow around to the right. Easy 97 is going to taxi via November 7 to Alpha 24.
Frankfurt traffic, Oscar Queen, November Kilo, lining up, departing, runway 18, Frankfurt.
So we're looking for number 24, which is a little bit way up here, so it's pretty much all the way up November 7. You can hear the hydraulic PTU in the background as well if you really listen for it. You can hear that barking. So we're going to start round to the left side, and it's going to be this next stand on the right, I believe. So that's 26. That's 26. So 24 is this next one on the right.
Lufthansa 9 Delta, taxi via November 5, November, runway 18, Lufthansa 9 Delta, Frankfurt traffic.
A319 checked. Let's slow that speed down. Oh, a touch. Not quite that much. So just need to bring those to the right a touch more. Oh. Oh, 5 foot. Brake sets. APU is online, so engine 2 can come off. Followed by beacon.
The boarding requested.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 4 Mike Foxtrot departing runway 25 Centre, Phyllis 5 Foxtrot departure, Frankfurt.
Seatbelts off. Parking checklist. Parking brake oil, chocks, sets, engines, both off. Wing lights off, fuel pumps off. Parking checklist is complete.
Frankfurt traffic, Connor 4181, holding short of Lima 5425 Center. Frankfurt.
So then guys, thanks for joining us on this lovely little flight to Frankfurt. And we shall see you again in the next video.